Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Kelly Clarkson here, and this is going to be Cody Allen's Ask Anything. I'm very scared right now because there's lots of questions. Hopefully I have the right answers. This is Madison from Lakeland, or Lakeland? I don't know how you say that. If you could perform with anyone, who would it be? I keep saying Adele, so at this point I sound like a stalker, so I'm going to say someone else. I don't know, guys. I like a lot of people. I love Bono. I love Andrea Bocelli. I love a lot of people I'd love to sing with. I just love singing, so I kind of got a lot of people I'd love to sing with. But I've sang with already a few like awesome ones too, so I'm really excited about that. Let's see what the next one is. Stephanie from Norfolk, Virginia. What kind of flowers will you have for your wedding? Well, Stephanie, since you asked, we've already picked them. We're doing sunflowers, which is my favorite flower, and yellow roses because my fiance Brandon and I are both from Texas, so yellow rose of Texas. Yellow, which is funny because normally I don't like the color yellow, but it's gonna be all over my wedding. Craig from Rockaway. I saw that you were performing at the CMA festival in June. What has led to you transitioning from pop to country? Well, I'm not really transitioning from anything. I just love singing everything. The cool thing, my favorite thing about Idol a decade ago when I was on it was the fact that we got to sing many different genres and styles of music because, nobody on their iPod listens to one genre all the time. I just think there's a lot of amazing things about each genre, and why not, do them all if you like them, So we're really just doing country music because, people kept asking me to do some stuff, and I love country music, and I love pop, and I love blues, and we're really just doing just all the different styles I like, and hopefully y'all like it. So, and it keeps me entertained too because, nobody wants to sing the same song over and over. So I like the diversity of it. So hopefully y'all like both that's coming out of me, pop and country. If you don't, that's all right. Change the station. Ashley from Miami. If you were not famous, what would your career be? I would be lost. I don't know. All I do is sing. Probably something with talking. I like talking a lot. So maybe, I don't know, a social worker? I would have enjoyed. No, I couldn't have done that. I would have hurt people if they hurt people. I'd have been mad about that. So I couldn't have done social worker. I would have done something though with talking, but obviously, because I haven't shut up since I've asked this question. Sarana, I hope I'm saying that right. Sarana from Paranai? Seriously? Wow. Smarter than a fifth grader, right here. Is there any chance you'll be touring in Latin America, Argentina to be specific? We love you. Guys, y'all are always on my Twitter saying come there, and we would love to. It's just fitting everything in the schedule. And this year specifically, we're making a Christmas record. We're doing pop and country music. I'm getting married. It's like a crazy year for me. So, and it feels like every year kind of fills up like that. So it's not that I don't want to go anywhere. It's just that legitimately it's hard fitting everywhere in. But I promise you, if an opportunity comes up to go to Argentina, I would love to because I'd just love to go there for one. So, Jen from Carson, what nicknames do you and Brandon have for each other? Oh my God, we're so not in love. We have no nicknames. I don't think we have nicknames. We generally call each other Kelly and Brandon. We're so boring. Yeah, we don't have nicknames. We have to work on that. Thank you, Jen from Carson. Okay, Annie from Portugal. What were your favorite fan requests that you sang during your 2012 tours? Ooh, there's a lot of them. I got to cover Kings of Leon, huge fan. I got to cover Rihanna. I had a good time doing that. Coldplay. There were a lot of them. I did Aretha Franklin. I obviously love covering her. Trisha Yearwood. She's amazing. I don't even know why I covered her. That was embarrassing to try and compare, but yeah, she's amazing. I don't know. I love all the fan requests. Thank y'all so much for sending them in. We love doing that. The fan requests on tour is our favorite part, so thank you. Alexis from Grand Rapids. Would you work with or duet with Bruno Mars on a song? Alexis, I've tried. I love him. He's just busy and I'm busy and it's hard doing schedules and I don't know, maybe he doesn't want to. So, but I've tried. I like Bruno Mars, but if the opportunity came up, I would definitely sing with Bruno Mars. Danielle from Gloversville. When will you be revealing your big surprise? Okay, well, actually, it's 2 surprises because one, I've been dying to make a Christmas record for like a decade, and I finally am making one. So I have a Christmas record coming out the end of this year, which is probably going to be my favorite album I've ever done. Working with Greg Kirsten on that, who I love. Anyway, the other surprise was I've known for a while that I'm doing the Maroon 5 tour with them, and I love Maroon 5, so I think it's just going to be a fun tour. So I'm hoping everybody else thinks that too and comes. But anyway, those are my 2 surprises that I've kind of been holding on to for a while. So, ta-da! Okay. Oh, Lord. Michael from Frederiction? Is that a place? Okay. What age do you think you will be ready to stop singing? Hopefully never. I don't know. I mean, a part of me thinks like I'm going to be singing till I die, and then another part, I mean, if I have a kid and I end up just wanting to be a stay-at-home mom, I don't think that's going to happen, because I think I'd be one of those moms that like locks himself in the bathroom and starts crying, because I would want to do something else as well. I wouldn't want to just, stay at home all the time, but yeah, no, I think I'll be singing forever. I just can't see me doing anything, even if it's not on like a big grand scale or anything. Just, I think I'll always be making music, so, but. Erica from Nebraska, how long does it take you to get ready for a concert? Well, it didn't take me very long, but Ashley, who does my hair and makeup, Lord, if you give a makeup artist or a hair person time, they will take more. It's like 2 hours, and we're not even doing hair and makeup that long. We're just, we've been girlfriends since the 7th grade, so we talk, and then I eat dinner while she's doing it, and there's a lot that goes into it. So we usually allot 2 hours to encompass the whole barbershop moment of me having girl chat time during it. So, but it's usually like 2 hours. Oh, Lord. I call it the chair, because I hate hair and makeup. I love you, Ashley, but I hate hair and makeup. It feels like cake on your face when you're on stage, and then you start sweating, and then there's like these weird lines of like, it's just not attractive. All right. Crystal from Arizona. What is your reaction to the fans when you see on Tumblr or Twitter and see the Crandon fandom? What's the Crandon? Oh my God, is that me and Brandon? I've never seen that. Oh my God, we're like cool, like Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Crandon fandom. Just found out about it, guys. I love it. Hey, I'm super in love, so if y'all want to create whatever you want to do, that's awesome. Thank you. I'm happy about it. Ashley from Atlanta, Georgia. Will your dogs have any part in your wedding like Miranda Lambert's dogs did in hers? Well, okay. We have 4 dogs. We have 2 trained dogs that would do whatever we asked. And then we have Joplin, my little miniature Labradoodle, who is Velcro, who would really do whatever I asked. Then we have security. I don't know if anybody out there owns a white Maltese, or they're all white, I don't know why I said that, but Maltese, they have like a superiority complex or something. He will not do anything I say ever. He just is on his own time, so he wouldn't be able to be involved. But honestly, our wedding is super small. We don't have like a bridal party or anything. It's just me and Brandon and his kids, and that's really it. So it's super small. And people ask me, oh my God, why is it going to be huge? Because it's just another day that's like about me, and it's a little monotonous. Like my whole career is like that, so it's not really that super special. Because people be like, oh my God, the camera or the photos and the videos, it's like, it's awesome, but at the same time, it's like, it's kind of my life all the time. So I like the privacy of just like, keeping it small. So it'll be fun. I'll be drunk at the end. Candace from Nashville. Do you text with any of your celebrity besties? I mean, I guess. I don't really know Reva's really the only, or no, I guess Miranda, sometimes Blake, but, I mean, we don't text all the time, but we Twitter each other more so because fans get a kick out of that, so that's more fun, but anyway, I don't do it all the time. I'm usually just texting my friends locally that I'm with. Kristen from Canada. Do you think there's ever going to be a From Justin to Kelly sequel? I would love that. Well, Have you ever heard the saying, you know, a man alone on an island? What does that say? Because you're the only one. No one wants to see a sequel. I didn't want to do the first one, Kristen from Canada. Legally obligated. I don't want to be an actress. If you see me acting on anything, it's just because I just want to be there and hang out with the people. I do not want to be an actress, and never have. And from Justin to Kelly, I think Jimmy Fallon and I should do From Justin to Kelly too. Just a skit, a small one. I think that would be funny. Okay. Diane from San Antonio. What's in Texas you miss that other places don't have? Well, I mean, my brother lives there, and my niece, one of my nieces. And I mean, I guess it's just home. You know, I'd lived there for years, and I do kind of miss Texas sometimes. But I'm kind of one of those people that could live anywhere as long as I have friends to, like, go eat with and go to movies and hang out with. So, all right. So, Keely from Lawton. Are we going to be hearing some love songs now that you have a hubby, or continue with the strong independent songs? Well, I mean, yes, there are going to be some cute love songs, but there's always a twist of, like, drama with it, because I just think that's more interesting. No one wants to hear about all that lovey-dovey stuff the whole time. There's got to be some kind of dark side to it, for me anyway. But yeah, no, I am writing sweeter stuff. He's ruining me creatively. Allison from Plymouth. How do you keep yourself confident when you're sad or down on yourself? You know what? In the limelight, I mean, people are just so mean all the time that it just kind of starts to sound like the Charlie Brown teacher. Wah, 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 wah. So you don't even, I mean, after a decade, I don't really get down on myself that much anymore, because there's really no lower limit you can go when people are so cruel. So I really just am happy. Like, I think, especially when I hit 30 this year, I was just like, like, you know, this is the skin God put me in, and I'm so happy about it, and I have a great life, and I have people that love me, and I think we all should focus on that a bit more, you know. But I don't know, I don't really get down on myself anymore. I'm really super uplifting and confident. I probably shouldn't be as confident, but I am, just because I'm happy. Yay, happiness. Anthony from Watertown, Massachusetts. Smarter than a 5th grader. Okay. Who would you consider your idol? Musically, I love Rosemary Clooney, Reba, Trisha Yearwood, Aretha, Annie Lennox, Bono from U2 in general. I love anything that's, like, so soulful, and I don't know, just, I like empowerment. A lot of those people have songs about empowerment, and that's something I kind of gravitate towards. And I guess because, you know, how I grew up or whatever. But, yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of idols, so. But, yeah. Casey from Charleston. What are your favorite concerts you've attended in the audience? Aerosmith. Love Aerosmith. I would have to say, gosh, Annie Lennox was amazing. Patty Griffin. What? She's amazing. I saw her at a little club. Ugh. If you can see one of your favorite artists in that kind of environment, like a little club, it's like the best. Because it's all about, it just simplifies everything, and there's no BS and political stuff going on. It's just good music. But I've actually been to a lot of great concerts. So Adele, obviously. But anyway, I've been to a lot of great concerts. I like music, so. Vincent from Little Rock. Have you ever thought of doing a duet with Christina Aguilera or Adele? We would all love to hear that. I definitely would. I like both those girls. I just think I don't know. People always ask me why I do so many country collaborations, and that's because people agree to sing with you. No one else does. So I ask people, they just always say no. So I don't know, but I would love to. I love singing, so I mean, as long as the other person can stay on key, I'm cool with it. Layla from Oak Harbor. What shampoo and conditioner do you use? Because your hair is beautiful. Oh, Lord. What do I use? I think I use, is it Aveda? Is it like a purple shampoo? I think it's that. I think it's Aveda. I could be way wrong. But I switch between that. It's like a purple shampoo because my blonde hair, since I went blonde, I'm missing my brown. But anyway, ever since I went blonde, I use like a purple shampoo, and then I think that just the chamomile, I think, is the conditioner for. I love that I'm talking about my shampoo and conditioner. And sometimes I use Shu Uemura. They make a good one too. It's in a red bottle. I don't know what kind it is, but. Okay. Olivia from Ontario. I know you probably get asked this a lot, but did you know you were going to win AI, or were you surprised when you won? I was shocked that I won, because if you would have been there, Olivia, everyone had Justin signs, and everyone, and he's kind of that cute guy on shows, and all, mostly girls, I think, vote on shows like Idol and The Voice and stuff like that. I don't know, I would say. I just made that statistic up, but whatever. But anyway, I feel like more girls do, and he was so popular, and I didn't know I was going to win. So nothing cool like that has ever happened to me in my life. So I don't want people to think like, oh, she's like that girl that wins everything. No, I'm not that girl. That's like my one thing. It was a really cool thing. But yeah, I'm not usually that girl. So I didn't expect to win it at all. But really glad I did. It's worked out. Thank you for voting. I don't know how you say your name, but it's either Jocelyn or Giselle from the Philippines. What's the best thing Brandon ever did to you that made you really say, wow, he really loves me? I have so many jokes right now. I would say, easy. Okay, boom. So this isn't my engagement ring, but I have a ring that I won in an auction, and I'm a huge fan of Jane Austen, and it was her ring, and her family put it up this past year for bid, like for auction, and I bid on it and beat out all these people. I was so excited. I've never spent that much money on anything. And anyway, so I won, and then they told me I couldn't take it out of the country. I tried to get an export license for the ring so I could obviously wear it. And anyway, they were like, oh, they claimed it a national treasure, and I wasn't allowed to take it out of the country. So I cried. And then, anyway, but every time I go to the UK, I go like 4 times a year usually, and I always, take it out and I wear it when I'm there. But, so Brandon, being the sweetheart he is, was trying to get it out of the UK with my lawyer behind my back he was going to propose to me with that ring, because it means a lot to me. And, anyway, he didn't want to lose the ring, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of political whatever stuff that goes along with that, or laws, really. And anyway, so he made a replica. He and Jonathan Arndt, who did my engagement ring, made a replica of the ring and just embellished it with diamonds. And it's just a simple, turquoise stone, and it's in a little gold setting and everything, but it's a replica of it, and I bawled. I bawled more over this than I did this, which is funny, but just because, one, I was so shocked I didn't know he was going to propose to me, and then he gave me this for Christmas, like 2 weeks, later after he proposed or whatever, and yeah, I just thought that was the sweetest thing ever. Long story. Okay. Beth from LA, are there any songs you've passed on that have become hits for other artists? Examples? No. But I have had a lot of songs that were pitched to me from people I used to work with back in the day that are like, this is the most amazing song in the world, you're just dumb for not recording it. And I'm like, if it was such a great song, then why didn't somebody else make a hit out of it? Nobody had ever heard of those songs because they were not hit songs. Anyway, I haven't really passed on anything I'm sure I will in the future, but. Holly from Overland Park, when will you be doing a Christmas album? It is necessary. So many fans would love it. Well, Holly, here's the announcement. I'm actually making one right now. We're halfway done with it, and it'll be coming out at the end of 2013. So I'm very, very excited about it. And it's probably my favorite album I've ever made. It's so good. I'm making it with Greg Kirsten, who produced Stronger and Dark Side and Honestly and some other stuff. People Like Us, which is my current single. So anyway, yeah, he's really, really talented. Ursula from New York City. First of all, love that you're named after a Little Mermaid character. You're probably not, but in my head, you are. Which celebrity were you shocked to find was a big fan of yours? I don't know if I've ever I mean, people don't generally flip out over me. Man, now I feel lame, Ursula, because I don't have a story. I don't know. Nobody's really flipped out over me, so I don't really know that exists. But I hope I have one soon, a story. But there was funny. I didn't think I was going to flip out as much. I have a story for the opposite of that. I loved the Gilmore Girls. Lauren Graham, love her. She's amazing on Parenthood as well now. But when I met her, I mean, you would have thought I was meeting the Pope. Like, I completely freaked out. She totally thinks I'm weird. And that's okay, but I freaked out. And you wouldn't think, because I've actually met the Pope, and I didn't really freak out that much, but I totally wigged out on her. I was just so excited, because I wanted her to be best friends with me, because she's so cool. I think we have a lot in common. Her character, not her. I don't even know her really well. Jacob from Springfield, do you have any of your own music on your iPod/phone? Of course I do. Or do you ever listen to your own work? Well, Jacob, okay, I listen to myself while we're making the record. I listen to the mixes and like all the different, sometimes we produce it differently or we change the lyrics or da-da-da. We go through this whole thing like while making the album. So I listen to the songs so much on my iPod and iPhone that I don't ever listen to them after the album comes out. Because by then I've heard it about a bajillion times. And I hate myself because I've just heard it so much, so I don't want to listen to me. But I listen to my own work while we're working on it. But all right. Ooh, Leah from Mishawaka. I don't know how to say that. What kind of books do you like to read? I love fantasy stuff like the Harry Potter stuff or like what is that it's Deborah Harkness, Discovery of Witches, that kind of stuff. I like that kind of stuff because it's kind of like escapism. It's like a fun, like, shut off kind of thing and read. But I also love biographies. I also love any books on religion, all different kinds. Like I just, I like just learning about all the different, see what everybody has in common and what is, a similar, what's different about it. And how people came to believe that. And yeah, so I get into a lot of different stuff, but generally, I'm just working so hard that I like to be entertained, like whether it's a movie or a book. I like to be entertained to where it's like something that's nice escapism and it's just like fun reading, like that kind of stuff. But right now I'm reading the sequel to Discovery of Witches. It's called Shadow of the Night. I'm reading that right now. Deborah Harkness, I think is her name, the author. Really good. You didn't ask. I just thought I'd tell you what I was reading. Crystal from Chino Valley. What is the total number of tattoos you have now? 13. I'm about to get my 14th. Audrey from Moscow. Would you ever want to do a guest spot on the show Smash? I've only seen that show. I've only seen one episode. And I think it's a musical the whole time, right? They're working on musicals. But I guess I would. It would just depend on the, musical they were doing. But, obviously, I love musicals and I love singing, so I guess I would fit right in. But I don't really like TV. If you see me on a TV show, that just means because I was really excited to work with whoever was on the project, and I'm not generally, driven towards that. Lindsay from Jonesboro, Alaska. How do you combat and overcome any stage fright you may face? I don't really get nervous on stage. Because honestly, I screw up all the time, and I just know that's coming, so it's really no big deal. I'm human, so I don't really, worry about it. I did get nervous a few times on stage, though. Like, I got nervous when I was singing with Vince Gill. But that's because we didn't really rehearse at all. Like, when we sang it on the CMAs, that was like our second time ever to sing it. Like, we did the dress rehearsal, and then we did the show, and I was just nervous because I'm such a huge Vince Gill fan, and I didn't want to suck, with him singing with me. So, anyway, I was kind of nervous then, and I was nervous when I sang with Reba on the ACMs we did Because of You. I was more nervous because I had, like, alcohol poisoning because I tried to hang with Ronnie Dunn from Brooks and Dunn, and I could not hang. Tequila, worst enemy. But I was more nervous that day because I was so ill and I had to sing on a show with her and I didn't want to suck with Reba and poster child for not drinking too much right here. Anyway, I've only got nervous like a few times. I don't really get nervous generally, just because whatever. Sometimes you'll be great and sometimes you'll not be. So, Briannon from Shamong, New Jersey. I am probably pronouncing all these places wrong, so I'm sorry. What's your most embarrassing moment on stage? On stage. I don't really get embarrassed. I mean, one time, it was on the Breakaway tour. I was doing all these skirts, and they're real heavy, and they had like, they were just heavy skirts, and they almost looked bohemian, and it was like towards the end of the tour. It was in New York, and literally the clasp on it was kind of flimsy, wasn't very sturdy, and when I was jumping up and down, the skirt just kind of dropped. And I swear to you, it was like the one day I was going commando and I was sweating, woo, and I dropped down with my skirt, and could have been a huge Britney Spears moment, and it was not. And I dropped down and I picked up my skirt and I just kind of waddled to the side of the stage, and my best friend was there to pin it. Yeah, but I never do that. But the skirts go all the way down to the floor. I mean, you never even see past my ankles, like so. But it was the one day, like, the washing machine or something wasn't working, and we had no laundry, and it was just like, oh, that would have been embarrassing. Mortifying is a better word. But note to self, never been commando on stage since. Hannah from London, what is the weirdest thing a fan has ever done / said in front of you? Well, one time, I was at a Jamba Juice with my friend Kate, and what's funny is they were actually a fan of Kelly Clarkson, but she said, oh, you look like Kelly Clarkson. The girl behind the register was like, oh, you look like Kelly Clarkson. I was like, oh, really? And then this is my acting right here. Oh, really? And then the other girl behind the counter goes, oh, no, she is way fatter and uglier than you. You're way prettier than Kelly Clarkson. Legitimately said I was way prettier than Kelly Clarkson and way skinnier than Kelly Clarkson, not knowing that I'm Kelly Clarkson. And it was just amazing when she found out. Because it was so funny, and I honestly wasn't offended. I thought it was funny. But she crawled in a hole, and she left and went to the back of the building, and we didn't really see her again. But I thought it was funny. If you're watching this, it was funny. But that's kind of the funniest thing ever said. Not weird, but. Elisa from the UK. What does a normal day on tour consist of, and what does a normal day not on tour consist of? On tour, I'm walking my dogs all the time. I work out sometimes. We all eat together. We do sound check. We learn a song every show day because, for fan requests, we do that, a new song every show. And then off tour, I don't know. I'm always cleaning. I'm always organizing. I feel like my life is never, I'm always either it's my, office or my closet or whatever. There's always something to be organized. But yeah, I like to be productive, and I like to keep moving. It's really hard for me to do nothing. That's my hell. That would be my hell, to just have to sit there. Like when I'm sick, I don't do well because they make you stay in bed, and you're like, seriously? This is making me worse. Monica from Chicago, Illinois. What are your favorite cities to visit when touring? I love Boston. It's a fun city, and I love San Diego, especially when we're doing a summer tour, because I love going to the zoo there, and SeaWorld, and I don't know. I like a lot of places. We'll go in Washington State or Montana sometimes, and we'll go up there, and especially in the summertime, it is so beautiful. And I love the outdoors, whether it's hiking or just in San Francisco. I think we went 40 minutes outside of it. There's the Muir Woods. We did that. I've done that a few times, but anyway, yeah. I don't know. I love a lot of places. I think that's the cool thing about the U.S. I've traveled the world, but the really cool thing about the terrain here and everything geographically in the U.S., there's so many different, you could go to the mountains, you could go to the beach, you could go, to the Rocky Mountains, in Tennessee, especially Gatlinburg, that whole area is just so beautiful and just lush, Virginia. There's just a lot of cool places here, but anyway. And I love New York because you can see shows. I love going to shows. Marie from Beverly Hills. Would you ever consider being a coach on The Voice if there is ever an opening? You'd be amazing. I love The Voice. I especially love the blind auditions. I don't really know. I mean, I feel like I've done a lot of singing shows. I mean, I've done Idol, and I've been a coach on The Voice, and I also did duets. So I don't really know if that would be the best decision for me, but I do love The Voice. I love the whole blind audition thing is very cool. And I think it's the point of being in the music industry. It's like, you know, it's not about modeling. It's about sounding great and having an awesome sound. And so I love that. So I love the focus. But I love, oh my gosh, Shakira and Usher, the new ones on The Voice right now. Who is tired of seeing her on TV? She's too pretty. Oh my God, she's so cute. And they always have her somehow like biting her lip or her like pinky or something on TV, and it's like even more hot, and it makes us all feel horrible about ourselves as we grab chips. Anyway, I do love them though on The Voice, but Blake's my favorite, obviously. Danica from Jackson, Mississippi. Do you still keep in touch with Justin from American Idol? No, we've run into each other like a few times since American Idol, but I mean, honestly, we were thrown together, you know, with that competition, and we both kind of, you know, not just us, but everybody kind of went off and did their own career. So it's so funny. You don't really see a lot of, like, if you have celebrity friends, you don't really see them a lot because you're all working. So, you know. Caroline from Norway. When will your next album be released? Well, Caroline from Norway, we are doing a Christmas album, which is going to come out at the end of this year. And then soon after that, we're releasing another record, and that's going to be a really cool record. We're already working on that right now, obviously, as well. So that'll be early next year. So I have 2 coming out pretty soon. Andrew from Durham. Do you think your next album will be done in a similar style to Stronger, and do you plan on releasing new material by the end of this year? Well, Andrew, we are releasing a Christmas CD at the end of the year. And then right after that, in the new year, we already have the single, a couple singles that we're going to be releasing, one for country and one for pop, and they're awesome. I'm very excited. And anyway, yeah, they're some of them are. It literally is like from dance to bluesiness to like singer-songwriter stuff to country stuff. It's all me, and it's just kind of eclectic. But I mean, I guess there's always kind of an eclectic feel in all my albums. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I'm having a lot of fun making that record. So that'll be in the new year that the studio album comes out, and then the Christmas record comes out at the end of 2013. So, Angel from Mexico. When will you visit us in Mexico? We love you. Well, I actually come to Mexico a lot, but I'm always on vacation. I'm never working. But I'd love to do a show there. I don't think I've had the opportunity just because of, you know, if I'm touring sometime and they ask you to come in, but I'm already like, you know, in Europe at that point. Sometimes it's just hard to line up everyone and hit everywhere because you can't, because there's only 365 days out of the year. So, Nicole from DC. What has been your favorite tour so far in your career? I honestly think the tour I'm about to do is going to be my favorite tour with Maroon 5 starting in August, because I love going first. I don't like closing. I love the fact that, like, because I've been on tours where I trade off and I go first and somebody closes and then we switch. Like, I did that with The Fray. But after doing that with The Fray, I love being in the middle because people aren't so tired by the time you get on stage. And I don't know. I just love going on tour with a cool band like Maroon 5. I love their music, and I think they're super talented. So I think this is probably going to be my favorite tour. But, yeah. Kelly from Clayton. I can't wait until... What? I can't wait until... I'm going to read it verbatim. I can't wait until you go back on tour. I can't either. I'm excited. And I've totally brought people on stage before. I think there was one tour we did, and we brought a person up every night. I think we closed with Since You've Been Gone then, and we had somebody sing that. But I do it randomly, but it's never... I don't like to do anything super planned. I do it every now and then because I think it's fun if it's just off the cuff and rather than it being rehearsed. So, but I totally would and do. Okay. Ashley from Decatur. Since you broke your foot, I've never broken my foot. Is it all flats on tour? Gonna go back to the barefoot style. I've never broke my foot. I've sprained it. I sprained it on duets on that TV show whenever I had my big moon boot on while I was performing. But anyway, I generally like flats just because I jump around a lot. And honestly, a man invented heels. No woman in her right mind would have done that. Like, you know, so I wear a little bit of a heel. But we're on this next tour, we've actually already planned. I'm wearing heels for a few songs, and then I'm going with some boots, and I might go barefoot for a couple as well. But I generally love to be barefoot just because it's more comfortable. I'm not from the mountains or anything. Like, I'm not like, you know, that family. Nobody in my family likes to be barefoot, just me. But yeah, I don't know. It just makes me feel like, I don't know, more me. But anyway. But I'm wearing a little bit of everything this tour. But anyway, thank you so much. That was all the questions that I had in front of me. Thank you so much, CMT and Cody Allen, for letting me be a part of Ask Anything. I love this. And I can't wait to do some more next time. Y'all have a good day.